Y'all, Miss Vivica Fox just pulled a shocker of the year because she done popped up with a new body, and it has the internet talking. She seems to be quite proud of her body, but it looks like a lot of people are not feeling her body because they're trolling her for having a botched BBL at almost 60. Well, y'all know that Vivica is not the type to sit about and let people talk smack about her body, and it looks like she has a word or two to say to the haters who trolled her about her body, and she did not come to play. Of all the things I thought I'd see in 2025, Vivica deciding to go under the knife was definitely not on my bingo card. And judging by the way the internet reacted, I know I'm not the only one who was caught off guard. Now let me be clear, she's a grown woman and what she chooses to do with her body is entirely her business. If getting a little nip and tuck makes her feel good, then that's her right. But let's be real for a second, Vivica has been fine since forever. Her face card has never declined and her body has always been on point. So for a lot of people, this move felt unnecessary, which is probably why it came as such a shock. But when you really think about it, maybe it shouldn't be that surprising. Over the past few years, people have been making comments about her appearance, picking apart how she looks now compared to how she did back in the day. And honestly, the way some folks talk, you think they expected her to be frozen in time. Yes, she was flawless in Kill Bill, but that movie came out in 2003. It's been over 20 years. Of course she's going to look different. That's literally how time works. And let's not ignore the double standard here. Men in Hollywood can age like a piece of bread left on the counter and nobody says a word. But the second a woman dares to get older, people start acting brand new. They start picking apart every wrinkle, every little change, as if aging isn't a completely natural process. And that's probably why so many women in the industry feel pressure to get work done in the first place. No matter how good they look, there's always someone ready to remind them that they don't exactly look like they did 10, 15, or 20 years ago. At the end of the day though, Vivica made her decision and she seems happy with it. And if she's happy, then that's really all that matters. Because let's be real, whether she's sticking with her natural features or enhancing them, she's still going to be that girl. So you can only imagine the collective shock when she debuted her newly enhanced body a couple of weeks ago at a meet and greet in Houston for her hair brand. And not just a little tweak here and there, she clearly went under the knife and wasn't shy about showing it off. Like I said, Vivica has always been that girl, so it's not like she needed anything done. But clearly she felt like making a change, and if she's happy, that's all that really matters. Still, that didn't stop the internet from spiraling into a full-blown debate. As you can probably guess, the internet went wild. The reactions were instant and messy because you don't usually see women in their 60s getting BBLs. It's just not the norm. Sure, cosmetic surgery isn't unheard of at that age. Plenty of celebs get facelifts, fillers, or a little nip and tuck, but a BBL, that's typically a young woman's game. Most of the time, the people rushing to the surgeon for that snatch waist are in their 20s and 30s, not women who've already had decades of serving face and body. But hey, who makes these rules anyway? If the younger crowd can do it without all that extra noise, why can't Vivica? It's her body, her choice. However, fans are convinced that her body isn't exactly giving what she expected it to give because it looks a little botched, like this video of her that doesn't exactly show her body in a flattering light. I'm not even gonna lie, Vivica looked very different in the video than she did in the pictures she posted on social media. And I mean very. But let's be real, that's not exactly shocking because at this point, who doesn't edit their pictures? From filters to Photoshop to face smoothing apps, social media is basically one big illusion. And it's not just Vivica, it's everyone. Almost everybody, including celebrities, influencers, and regular folks, tweak something before they hit that post button. So when people started comparing her edited photos to the unfiltered video, acting shocked by the difference, it was almost almost funny. Like, y'all didn't know by now that social media is not real life? If anything, this just proves what we already knew. Angles, lighting, and a little digital magic can make a world of difference. But y'all want to know who is really feeling her new body? Her ex 50 Cent, that is. And of course, it didn't take long for 50 Cent to insert himself into the conversation, because if there's one thing that man lives for, it's a little online mess. He hopped into the drama with a comment saying, "Wait, let me see." Now, at first, folks thought that he was being shady because, let's be real, this is 50 Cent we're talking about. His track record of clowning people, especially his exes, speaks for itself. But then he followed that up with, "Who said I was spinning that block, man? I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though, I think." And just like that, the whole vibe switched. Instead of the usual petty antics, it was given low-key admiration. So does this mean that he is still low-key interested in Vivica? Well, fans were not as impressed as 50 Cent, and they left comments saying, "I never understand why women never get their legs done too to match the BBL. Looks like she has a full diaper. I don't know how this got normalized and celebrated." And I know the doctor was shaking his head all the way to the bank. But do y'all think that Vivica's body looks bad, or do you think that fans are doing too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.